Hi everyone, welcome back to Strong Hands Reborn Dad. My name is Odie, and today we're going to talk about 1 month after telling people as a guy that I collect reborn dolls. Let's get into it. So yes, welcome back. If you're new to the channel, my name is Odie, and I am a male reborn doll collector. I'm very new to the hobby still. I've got my technically um, what I called my first reborn doll back last July. I've been kind of interested in it for many years, kind of followed it a little bit, but I didn't really take the plunge until then. And I certainly didn't intend to go public because naturally there can be a lot of criticism with it. And this channel right now is all about creating a safe space for people who may feel like they don't belong. Maybe they don't fit the mold of what people might think a reborn doll collector should be. And my goal is to just say, you know what, you're welcome here, because if me as a guy can come forward and say, you know what, I'm interested in this and this is what makes me happy and all of that, then absolutely, I think this channel should exist. And I've gotten a lot of support, and we're going to talk about all of it today's video. So if you're new and this sounds like something you would like, please subscribe, please follow, leave a comment. One thing I love doing is having people share photos of their reborn babies with me. And there's a couple ways you can do that. The first way is in TikTok, you can leave pictures as comments. I love seeing them. And then on YouTube, you can go into the community section and you can actually post photos there, and they can be part of the community section on the Strong Hands Reborn Dad YouTube channel. Lastly, we are having a brand new, it just launched community gallery on my website, stronghandsrebordad.com. Would love to see your photos over there. And we have privacy and protections in place to help protect those images, so you don't have to feel too nervous about sharing them. But you can also use that website to get in touch with me directly for just saying hello, collaborations, anything you want. Love to hear from you. All right. I'm still a little sick, as you may remember from my last week's video, but I'm doing better. I still sound hoarse, but I feel better. I'm not dying in bed, so to speak. And it's been now 1 month since I told the world that as a guy, that I love to collect reborn babies. And I've learned so much. And I've got Evelyn with me today. Sorry, she's bumping against my mic. But I got Evelyn with me today. And she is not a genuine reborn. She is a manufactured doll. People have asked me where she came from, and I've been extremely reluctant to say, because this company, I have been told, is known for taking sculpts from artists and using them illegally without consent and without authorization. And so I don't really want to promote the brand from this reborn. I didn't know it at the time. I still love this baby. It feels great. She's a full body silicone. And for those who are visually impaired, one thing I like to do on this channel, and I'll show a full image up on screen now so you guys can get a better view of her. But she is a full body silicone baby. She is a manufactured doll, likely a replica. I don't know if this particular version is stolen or not, or has been used without consent. If it has and you know about it, all I can say is I didn't know, but this doll still means a lot to me. But she is wearing a full sleeper with little unicorns on it. It's kind of a medium salmon pink color. She's got a pacifier because she is full body silicone. Her mouth does open, so she can actually take a full pacifier. Here, I'll go ahead and take it. I don't like taking it out too often, but just a regular pacifier here. And you can see on her lips, they can open, and it can be challenging with these babies to get them to take a pacifier in and out. And it's hard from this angle. Normally I kind of stretch her lips and then I'll pop it in there. There she goes. I know you can use like a little bit of water-based lubricant to kind of help it go in. And it's a lot easier if I had her facing me and I just took her lip and do that. But anyway, but I love the way her hands feel. I've used some matting powder on her. Um, and I love the way the little fingers come up and how mobile they are. It just feels really nice. Love to hold it. Her hands, and I know her little toes are covered up right now, but I just like to fidget. I just love feeling those little details because another thing about me is I'm visually impaired. And that's also why I like to describe the babies too, for those also watching who are visually impaired or blind. And yeah, she's got, like I said, a full sleeper on with little unicorns. And again, she's manufactured, so there's not a lot of makeup detailing. But she has a full body silicone. She weighs 12 pounds. She's got a white cap on her that's technically two sizes too small because she is a big doll. She is 23 inches long. Like I said, she weighs 12 pounds. She is a chunker, and I love her because the one thing that I care about most in my dolls is I like the realism. I like the weight, the feel. I want it to feel real. And that's why I have her like this, and that's why she still means a lot. And I hate that, if it is true that she came from a company that is stolen from an artist, I hate it. If I had known at the time, then I wouldn't have purchased, but I did what everybody else did at the time, just Googled. But again, just to quickly recap why I came out in the first place is I kind of felt like I can't be the only guy out here who collects reborn dolls, and as I found out now, no, I'm not. But it took a lot of strength just to encourage, to just get me to send an email because I had some questions, and I've been following a YouTube creator, and I will say her name eventually. I've got something extra special planned when I do, though. But there was a YouTube creator who is a artist and collector, and she really meant a lot to me. And when she responded to an email that I was very scared to send her in the first place, told me the concept of reborn dad, as it's known, and told me that like 25% of her viewers are male. And so that kind of encouraged me, and just the warm welcome I got. I took a couple months from that point and kind of made a space that I still haven't shown you guys fully, but I made a space where I could have my dolls out, and I do want to let you guys know I did order a new custom reborn. I'm hoping it'll be here by the end of March, but I did get my true first authentic reborn doll. I've ordered it. I'm not going to say who it's from, who the sculpt is, um, or how much it cost, but it is a custom reborn, and I'm so excited. I can't wait to show it to you guys. I can't wait to get it. The hardest part, the artist told me, is waiting. But anyway, so that's all coming up, and those are all really cool things. And so that kind of led to my first video where I had my son and my wife with me, and I was really nervous. I honestly would have been thrilled if it got like 10 views and a subscriber. I literally would have been happy with that. But that's not what that video did. That video exploded. And when I made a short version of it on TikTok, my very first video, I think, has over 30,000 views now. A lot of my YouTube videos have over 1,000 views on them each. They've got like over 400 subscribers on there. And I'm getting close to 2,000 followers on TikTok as the time of this videos come out. I've gotten dozens or hundreds of comments and likes, and they've almost 98% of them been extremely positive. Um, I want to talk a little bit about, first though, about the personal reactions I've gotten because my family, my friends, have now learned this about me. And a few of them I actually told before I posted the video because I wanted to gauge their reaction before I actually posted it so I wouldn't be caught off guard. And all of them were supportive. I actually told my dad about it, and he said he didn't understand it completely, but he wasn't against it. He wasn't going to judge me. He said it's not sinful, what I'm doing. So, if it makes me happy, it was kind of, well, I don't get it myself, but I'm okay. And honestly, I'm good with that reaction. And my wife is supportive. You guys can check that video out all about her reaction to it and her support. Um, and yeah, so mostly that's been good. I didn't have any family or friends message me and ask, ask about it, like, "Dude, what happened to you? What? I don't," nothing like that. Or, "Dude, you're weird. Like, this is wrong. You should stop doing this. Guys don't do this. Like, you're losing your man card." Nothing like that. Not a single call. No family said anything about it. On Facebook when I shared it there. And I think I'm okay with that. I didn't really do it to get reaction out of anybody. I did it because I wanted to reach people like me. But as a byproduct of that, well, people I know are going to find out because I posted publicly. And so I had to be ready for that. And that's why I wanted to talk about that first. But otherwise, you know, um, it's been pretty good and positive. Only personal, I wouldn't call it a negative, but just I knew it was going to happen. um, my church. I'm a Christian. This channel is not about being a Christian or being faith, although it's a big part of um, my path, my journey, and what I believe. But I'm not making this to preach. I would rather show my faith and my strength through my videos, through my actions, and showing, again, as my slogan says, strength looks different here. um, and show that masculinity can still be strong even if it looks gentle. And that's really the goal here, and to talk about mental health issues, because a lot of people, including myself, um, collect and have these reborn dolls because of anxiety, maybe PTSD. Some people do them because they suffered a pregnancy loss, and it helps them cope. It's a memorial to them, and there's a whole host of reasons people come to this, and I know that I don't fit the mold for exactly right, but um, I like to I'd like to be there for the people who feel like I did, like maybe they don't feel like they fit. And that's really what this is about. But family and that was good. Church, I got, I'll tell you the story real quick here. It was 2 days after my first video went live. We do a thing at my church called Lord's Supper. But as part of our Lord's Supper, after we do communion and prayer, it's an opportunity for the people in the congregation to come up and share. It can be a Bible verse, scripture, or well, scripture Bible verse. It could be a poem that they wrote. It could be prayer requests. It could be something that strengthened them in their faith. And I've been known to come up and share several times in the past. And before service that night, one of the elders of our church asked me to come with them to their office. And, they were very awkward talking to me about it, um, and I knew already what they were going to, but I wanted to hear them say it. I wanted them to acknowledge it, and so I kind of kept quiet. And their big concern was I going to talk about it in the congregation? And I said I had no plans to talk about it at church. That's again not why, because I don't want the attention. I don't need the church in this case to validate what I'm doing. Not that I don't believe it, and not that it's part of me, or that I wouldn't share with people at church about it. It's just it's not something that I felt like I needed to go up front and share with anyway. But the fact that they felt it needed to ask me not to, until their words were, "We better understand it." I said, "Well, do you have any issues with it? Is there something you're concerned about?" And he said no. There was no concern. No one's talked to me about it since at church, by the way. That was the one and only time. No one in the congregation who follow me on Facebook and who've seen my post about it have said anything to me. I did have one person in my church who liked some of my posts about it, and but she's never said anything to me face to face when I've seen her at church. So I'm going to take that as, okay, they don't understand it, but they can't say that I'm being sinful about this, so they just keep quiet. And they would rather me just be quiet about it as well. And frankly, I'm fine with that. Again, I'm not doing this because I want attention. I could go up in front and tell everyone about it and tell them how much it means to me, but what am I really accomplishing other than more confusion and more attention on myself from people that I'm not looking to reach, to talk to? It's not those people that I'm worried about, that I'm concerned about, who identify with. I'm concerned about you. I'm concerned about you who've been sticking with this video through this time. That's why I'm doing this. So their validation would be nice, but it's not my purpose for doing it at all. I know between me and God that what I'm doing is not sinful. Now let's go and talk about the community itself and what I've learned about the community and some of the comments. Let's go to probably some of the ones that you're probably thinking about, the negative ones. And I think it ties in a little bit nicely. Um, First of all, if you don't like what I'm doing here, if this makes you feel uncomfortable, click off. Don't comment, just move on. Your thoughts don't need to be said out loud for you to feel like you're validated. I don't need to hear them. They're not going to change me. They're not going to change the people who show me love and support. And I've actually had you guys tell me in the comments that we love you, we hope you feel better. And I'm like, that just means everything to me. So your negativity doesn't need to be said. And I'm either going to block it, delete it, or it's going to get content filtered anyway, and I probably won't see it. It wasn't until I even found the content filter section in YouTube and TikTok that I got to see some of the nasty side of the comments. And I did want to share and address a couple of them because they pissed me off. I'm not gonna lie. Sorry for the language, but they did. They made me quite upset. Um, just because of the ignorance, not because I took it personally, but just because, even though I knew it was gonna happen, I just, ah, it's still disgusting, right? And one of the most hurtful ones, of course, is I'm got to be careful how I say it language wise, but CASM, and accusing me of there was one comment that got pinged of saying, I think I can say this, but um, you must like little girls was one of the comments that was said. Another one is, you're a creep. Another one was said, you're sick, get help. And a few other along those. But yeah, the ones accusing me of any type of CASM, yeah, that I I I I get it. I know that people see the news, they see stories and things like that, and you see a guy with a reborn baby doll in his hands, and I can't say I wouldn't have expected it, but what I would have expected is that you would have listened to the video and heard my backstory on it before you jump to the comment section and decide to write something filthy like that. It's disgusting. It's reprehensible. And no wonder your comments don't show up. And I report every one of them, and every one of them has gotten blocked and taken down. Every one of them. So what are you accomplishing? Absolutely nothing. Your time, really. You wasted your time. Congrats. And you got me to mention it on video. So good job. But this is the only time I'm going to mention it, because I really don't feel like I have to justify myself to you or anybody else who doesn't, get it. I don't need your validation, right? What I need and what I want is those people who identify with what I'm doing, find comfort in it, and don't feel so alone in all of this. Now, we're done talking about the negativity. Let's talk about all the positives. The growth. You guys can see some of the numbers. You guys can see how many subscribers and followers I've gotten. And you can see when I posted my first video and where I'm at now. And that's just a testament, not to me, but to how welcoming this community is, to people like me, to a guy collecting reborn dolls. And I'm not asking guys to go out there now and start sharing, but it'd be nice, more representation would be good. And just know, though, if you do, there's far more people out there who are going to love you, appreciate you, welcome you, see you, and want to connect with you than there are the people who don't understand, ignorant, and just frankly they don't have anything better to say or do than to be negative. Um, and they'd say things to you online that they would never say to you in person. So just know that there's far more good people in this community than there are bad. Let's talk about some of the logistics and politics of this community that I've discovered since going public that I had no clue about. And I'm very carefully navigating, including you heard me talk about earlier. The big thing between the terms I've heard are uh, manufactured, replica, scam dolls, um, stolen dolls, uh, anything like that. And then I've heard um, licensed manufactured dolls like Behringer, Ashton Drake, Paradise Galleries, those type of dolls, which are manufactured but seen as okay in the community, versus um, dolls that are you buy on Amazon that say reborn on them. A lot of them are stolen or manufactured, or a lot of the ones you might see on eBay too. Um, and actually, that's where I got Evelyn, was on eBay actually. Um, and I paid. This is a full body silicone. I thought this was expensive back then. This is the most interesting thing. I'm not going to go back into Evelyn, but for a full body silicone like this, that feels the way she feels, I paid just under $200 before shipping. I found a really good deal on it on eBay, but I thought that for a doll, that was a lot of money back last July. I had no idea, because I didn't even know then about reborns.com, that it goes way up from there because of the artistry. I didn't know what went into it. I knew it wasn't going to be like really artist driven, but I thought these were still like really good quality. And to be honest with Evelyn, I've been happy. Now, it's not a justification for you to go out and buy this doll, but it is saying why I purchased it and why, as an unknowing person at the time, why I did it. And that's also explains why I'm not telling you where or who I exactly bought it from, because I don't want to promote it going forward, because now I know that this particular manufacturer has a tendency to steal, or has a reputation for it. I haven't validated those claims myself, so take that for what it's worth. But that's the big thing in the community, is real authentic artist reborn kits. The artists who take these reborn kits, they paint them, they sculpt them, they do the body on them, they make them way more lifelike. They bring almost a blank canvas to life. You have the true sense of what a reborn doll is. Then you have kind of partial reborns. That's another term I learned about. And there's people who take dolls from like Behringer, and then they might reweight them, put different eyes in them, maybe do some light painting with them, those type of things, and then they sell them, but they're able to sell them for much cheaper than a full reborn doll would go for. Like, those are the things that I've learned the most over this. But the thing that I'm struggling with, because I wanted to focus on the healing power of the reborn dolls more than I wanted to talk about this, because I feel like I walk on eggshells now every time I bring one of these dolls in front of me. If I'm being honest, let's just do that. This is the one thing that, it's not a negative, it's not even a criticism. It's just I don't know how to navigate it because I'm still new, especially as a new public content creator. I love my reborn dolls. They mean a lot to me emotionally, which is the main purpose for this channel. But I've had people in the comments ask me, am I welcome here because my dolls aren't genuine reborn? Are you going to get mad at me or something like that? A few comments to that effect. And no, I'm not here to judge what you purchase. I'm not the reborn police. I don't, if it makes you happy and it's what you want to do, and that's what you can afford, I'm not going to tell you no. Am I going to justify it and tell people to go out and buy from companies that have a history from stealing from people? No. And it's not because I'm taking sides. It's because of the principle of the idea of, I don't want to buy, like when you go to New York, if you've ever been there, there's tons of people selling counterfeit Gucci and Rolex And you know to avoid those people, right? It's they're you know what you're doing when you buy one of them, and you know that it's not real Gucci, it's not real Rolex. And it's kind of the same thing in this reborn world where once you know, kind of like the Bible, once you know and you heard the truth, you make a choice. You either say, "Oh, wow, I didn't realize these companies were stealing from these people," and you refrain from doing that, or you say, "I don't care, and I like the dolls I like. I'll buy on AliExpress. I'll buy on Temu. I don't really care if they make me happy." I'm not saying you're right or you're wrong. What I'm saying is my choice, and the choice that I'm going to continue representing on this channel is it's up to you, but I don't want to promote stolen work. I have these reborns now. My future reborn collection won't look like these. It'll be authentic, either, like I said, a partially reborn, if that's all I can afford at the time and I find one I really like, or it'll be another Ashton Drake doll. It'll be something like that. And honestly, for $200, you can get an Ashton Drake doll that's amazing, even cheaper. I know Ashton Drake has dolls around $100 to $120, which are a lot of the same prices that you're going to see on Amazon and these scam websites, except you're not stealing from anybody. So if it's a cost thing, $100 isn't that much to save for. Even myself, who I got a lot of other things and expenses going on, just save up for a little bit and buy one of those, and you can feel good about it that you're not hurting somebody. But if you still want to go out and buy one, that's not my business. You're still here, welcome. Again, I hope this is one of the last times I have to talk about this, because I really don't want to. But you guys buy what you want to buy. I'm welcoming you regardless. When I ask for photos, I don't know. You could put a complete doll that I don't know about on that might be stolen, might not be. I care about the same thing that you care about. Does it look cute? Does it, look in a cute setting? Does it make you happy? That kind of thing. And the fact that you're sharing with it tells me that, and I'm going to give it a heart. Not because I'm supporting one way or another, but because I care about you and how you feel about the doll more than I care about the decision you made about which doll you did. But for me, I'm going to buy the dolls that I feel conscientiously safe and good about doing. All right. Hopefully I won't have to walk on eggshells anymore on my future videos. And if anyone asks, I could just point to this section of this video. But that's another thing about the reaction. And yeah, and what's really cool is I've had people directly reach out to me. They've emailed me, they've gotten in touch. One person, hasn't happened yet. I'm not counting my chickens until they hatch, but one person even offered to give me one of their reborns that they sell. They just wanted to send it to me as a gift. If you want to collaborate with me with that way, totally fine. I'm not looking for sponsorships. I'm not looking for, I don't know what the term is, brand deals or something. I'm not really. If you want to send gifts, I'm working on ways to do that. But otherwise, I'm just happy you're here, to be honest with you guys. And I'm happy for the messages I've been getting. It means a lot. And so where am I going to go from here? Am I going to keep making content? Am I going to keep growing? Yes, but I'll tell you guys, it's getting hard because this is not my only social media channel. I actually have a radio station, online radio station that I run, and I make content for that. I have a syndicated radio show that I host every week that goes out to 16 other radio stations other than my own. And I need a lot of time for that. I work a full-time job. I've got a wife. I've got an 8-year-old son, and trying to put out 1 to 2 shorts a week plus a full-length video like this. And this week I'm actually doing 2 full-length videos because I want to talk to the reborn artists about some opportunities to collaborate with me on a website idea to help protect photos technologically, because, well, I'm an IT guy and I've been researching ways to protect photos online. And I've got an opportunity I'm going to share in a video that should be coming out in a couple days after this one does. Okay. So where's the bottom line here? I'm beyond happy and thrilled to be a part of this community. Overall, the hundreds of comments I've got, the thousands of views that I've gotten across all the videos, the followers, the subscribers, the messages, all of it means the absolute world to me. And like I said at the beginning, I'd have been happy with just a handful of subscribers and a dozen views. That's honestly what I was expecting. I didn't expect this. I didn't expect to do the, I guess, the reborn doll equivalent of going viral. I had no idea that this would happen. I didn't do it for this. I considered it as a possibility, like, wow, this might be really neat, might really touch a lot of people. And apparently it has. And I, as a Christian, I say, thank the Lord, because that means I'm reaching people. It means I'm doing something good. And I'm not doing it for myself. I'm doing it to share something with others and to help others. And that's the goal. And that's the mission that Strong Hands Reborn Dad has. Help people feel good about loving their reborn babies as a tool for showing strength through gentleness. And as I say always, strength looks different here. I'm living proof of it. That's all I've got for you guys today. Thank you guys so very much. Again, like, subscribe, follow along. I'd love to see your reborns in the comments, the community section, or at stronghandsreborndad.com. Until next time, God bless. I love you.